Hello, my friends. How are you? It's Roxanne with Scenic Regional Library here in Union. Hello, hello. So it's my turn to do the whole virtual program on flight. I found some really cool stuff. I found this awesome book. Here's all my notes on here. It says The Screaming Hairy Armadillo by Matthew Murray and Steve Murray, illustrated by Julie Bin-Bassett. Oh my goodness. I love this book. So the theme for March this year is all about flight. So I found this book and it had all these really cool, weird animals that fly. Some of them are a little bit alarming and others are just fun to read about. Anyway, so I hit the highlights. I've made this little video presentation for you, mostly about this book, but then I liked the book so much, and this is what books do. I liked the book so much, I went and did my own research and found some other facts about these animals that I'm going to tell you about. So I want you to remember this book and these authors because they will be part of our summer reading program this year. We don't know if it's going to be Zoom or face-to-face or a combination of the two, but the authors will be in our summer reading program to talk about this really cool book and more stuff. Actually, they're going to talk about animals, weird named animals in Missouri. So that's kind of cool. So don't miss that. Watch for details about that. Anyway, I have notes. You couldn't see my table, but I've got notes spread out all over the place because I don't want to miss anything. So if you are the least bit interested in zoology or I'll write it down. I wrote it down. Entomologist, zoologist, biologist, and botany. Oh, those are some pretty cool things. I've read about those too. But all of those ologists and scientists, if you have any interest in any of those, this is the video for you. So, without further ado, here is The Screaming Hairy Armadillo in a condensed version by me. Enjoy.
The first animal to impress us is the long-wattled umbrella bird from the Amazon, Central, and South America. A wattle is a type of caruncle. A caruncle is a small, fleshy bit of skin that is a normal part of an animal's anatomy. Caruncles on birds include wattles, dewlaps, combs, and snoods. Male umbrella birds have long wattles, and females may have short wattles or none at all. This wattle amplifies the umbrella bird's voice when he sings to impress the females. Also, the caruncle can be inflated to be more attractive. These birds can fly, but they are not graceful in flight and are somewhat slow, so they keep to shorter distances by hopping through the branches. The cuckoo wasp. This wasp is not crazy, as the name implies. They're conniving and clever. The cuckoo wasp lays its eggs in the nest of other bees and wasps. The cuckoo wasp larvae, the worm babies, will then feed on the larvae of the host or just kick them out of the nest. So all the food that the host brings for their own larvae goes to the cuckoo wasp larvae. This act puts cuckoo wasp in the parasitoid family because they kill and feed on the host's offspring. But since they steal food meant for the host offspring, they are also considered kleptoparasites or thief parasites. Since the hosts have all developed strong jaws and stingers through evolution, the cuckoo wasp have developed a thick exoskeleton, a hard outer layer to protect their bodies. This exoskeleton is tough, but flexible enough to allow the cuckoo wasp to curl up like a pill bug or armadillo. This curling act is called conglobation, meaning to form into a ball. The blue-footed boobie. Yes, it really is a real animal, and yes, they have amazingly blue feet. These birds were discovered in the 16th century by Spanish explorers on the Galapagos Islands. The blue-footed booby had an unusual and uncoordinated walk that reminded the explorers of foolish clowns. The explorers called them bobo. That's Spanish for foolish or silly or goofy, which became booby. Blue-footed boobies are bumblers on land, but they are great swimmers and flyers. They have been to heights of 80 feet. That's about 7.5 stories tall. At that height, they'll use their incredible binocular vision to hunt small prey in the water. The male blue-footed booby will dance and stomp and swagger and show off high-stepping action in his mating dance. The bluer the feet, the more attractive the bird. On to Dracovolans, flying dragons. Don't worry over the size of these flying dragons. They're only about 9 inches long, including their tails. They prefer to live in treetops in tropical forests of Southeast Asia and eat insects. And they don't really fly, they glide between trees. These flying dragons have a group of elongated ribs that extend and retract as needed. While the ribs are extended, the skin covering the ribs act like wings. That's called patagia. When the lizard puts his forearms out at 90 degrees, the patagia are at full extension and it looks like they have wings. Then with the right wind gust, it can steer with its tiny tail and glide for about 100 feet. Dynasty's Hercules is the scientific name for Hercules Beetle. This beetle is appropriately named for the strongest man in Greek mythology, Hercules. Hercules beetles are able to lift 850 times their own weight. That compares to a human adult lifting 9 elephants. These beetles also have an impressive horn on their heads. This is used for fighting other beetles for food or breeding rights and also for battling predators. When looking for escape routes, Hercules beetles will dig into soft soil or leaf litter and hide until their enemy is gone. These beetles are pretty amazing until you read about their cocoons. Then you find out that they wrap themselves in a cocoon of their own poop before they settle in, and you kind of lose the luster of cool beetle. Finally, we meet the dog-faced butterfly, a native of California, USA. In 1972, a group of school kids petitioned to have this butterfly as the state insect and won. Now its image is on the state of California's driver's licenses. The name for the dog-faced butterfly came directly from the butterfly itself. If you look at the wings of the male butterfly, you can make out the sketchy image of a dog or a toucan or a dolphin or a duck. These butterflies, like any other butterfly, have the same life cycle stages: egg, caterpillar, chrysalis, butterfly. They just do it with style.
Well, there you have it. That is my report on my new favorite book, The Screaming Hairy Armadillo by Matthew Murray and Steve Murray. They are going to be part of our summer reading program this year, Tales and Tales. Get it? Tales and Tales. It's either going to be a Zoom or in person or a combination of the two, so be sure to watch for details on that, as they're going to talk to us about similarly weirdly named animals, but Missouri residents. So creepy or not creepy, I don't know, you decide. Tune in and find out. So if you were interested in everything in this book, anything in this book, if you like animals or biology or the stuff that the animals and the people eat, I have some ologist ideas for you. If you're interested in biology, the study of people, this is Sheldon, the study of people, that's biology. If you're interested in bugs, it's entomology, that's the study of bugs. If you're interested in dinosaurs, Paleontology? Ooh. What if you're interested in animals? Zoology. So there's all of your ology words for the day, all of the ology words I know of. So if you're interested in science, if you're interested in any of that kind of stuff that we covered in the book, there's some new avenues for you to explore and maybe learn more stuff. And again, if you find a book that you love and it just gets you all excited to find more stuff, go to the library and find out more about it and more books. What else do I have to share with you? I think that's it. I'm looking around at all of my notes. I've got notes everywhere. You would not even believe this. Oh, this is a picture of my brain trying to keep up. I think that's it. Have a wonderful day and go do some investigating in your favorite ology. Bye.